12 steps to surviving quarantine. Number 1, buy all the food. You may not need all the food, and that means less for others, but the early bird gets the worm, right?
Really?
Step number 2, buy all the cleaning supplies. You can never be over-prepared.
You couldn't even leave the baby wipes? It's okay, Patricia.
Step number 3, work out. Working out helps you stay healthy. Step number 4, text your friends. I need you. I need to see you. Your legs, your hair, your eyes. I need to be with you or else I'll die. Ding!
Okay.
Step number 4, when texting doesn't work, make some new friends. I know, right? Like, she was so funny. I know. You're so funny.
Pew, 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 pew. Die, die, die! Pew, 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 pew.
Are you going to go outside at least once this entire quarantine?
Die, die, die! Die, 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 die! Die! Right there. Die! Die, die.
Step number 7, treat yourself. Step number 8, do not freak out because you ran out of food. Step number 9, build some relationships with your housemates. I love you so much. Step number 10, wear a face mask everywhere.
Hey Anthem,
Hey everyone.
good to be with you again tonight on Anthem Live. We have been in quarantine for
59 days.
woo baby, 59 days.
It feels like way more than that.
That's almost 2 full months
It's-
of social distancing. What are you missing about the real world, honey? What are you missing?
I'm missing being with people. I think the most. I miss
Yeah,
like feeling like I can't give anyone a hug. I miss like we have a brand new nephew. He's 2 months old now.
I know it.
Well, he's creeping up on 3 months old.
Ah,
And we haven't seen him since the week he was born. And so
That's been terrible.
we can't go see him. My sister's
Yeah.
pregnant. I can't go see her.
that's
You know,
right.
just
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. It's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's been difficult. I've been missing. This is going to sound really terrible after you just were very sentimental about people, but I'm kind of missing sports. I kind of want to watch some baseball. I wouldn't mind watching the NBA Finals, even though I don't watch NBA all that much. They're talking about maybe not having college football. I mean, what is wrong with this world?
Yeah.
It's got to get back to normal.
It's got
Gonna
to.
have to do it.
Yeah.
They're infringing upon my liberties of watching sports. And hugging people, of course, is what I want to do. Well, we're glad that you're here with us tonight. And we can't wait to get to see you in person, be with you in person. And I think that it really is coming sooner than we think. So make sure you register for camp. Okay, that's the big thing, the big push. Sign up for camp. And so there'll be a link on our Facebook page, camptablerock.com. You can get on there, go to the Iowa tab. Week
Your parents
2.
got an email with a link a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So it's July 27th through 31. So make sure you're at camp. You won't want to miss out on that.
Yep.
It's time to give away a pizza, I think.
I agree.
You up for that?
I am.
Okay.
So up for it.
So how do they get in this pizza chat? Pizza chat? How do they get in the pizza picker?
He gave away the answer in the question.
Spoiler.
You have to participate in our live chat
Yes.
to get in the pizza picker.
Chat.
So if you watch it when we air at 6:30
Yep.
on Wednesday nights, and you log in with a YouTube account, you can chat with us during the service. So sometimes we play games and stuff where you can give your answer or make a guess or whatever, and you can comment on the message or just say hi to your friends. It's just kind of a nice way to just connect.
That's right. And if you're not watching it live right now and you're watching it later in that week, that's great too.
Mm-hmm.
We love that you're doing that. You can leave a comment, but you won't be in the picker because we record this too early to wait for your comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much if you don't comment by Thursday afternoon, the day after.
Pretty much too late.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to see.
I'm going to see who's going to win.
We're going to see what we're going to see.
These are who chatted last
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Just push the button.
Chat. All right. Are you ready? Kirsten. All right, Kirsten.
Congratulations.
We're going to have a pizza delivered to you. Okay, so be ready for the pizza man with a box full of pizza for you.
Ideally.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a box full of something else. Hopefully it's pizza.
Adam's our delivery guy, so who knows?
Adam, make sure you abide all traffic laws and don't eat any of the pizza.
So over the last few weeks, well, more than a few, I suppose, we've been trying to do just a little something funny or, like the memes and the quarantine haircuts and different things like that. Just kind of some stuff that's happening right now that we could just laugh about together. But we're kind of running out of content a little bit. So Andy and I started to partake in some TikTok challenges. Well, I don't know if they were all TikTok, but
I don't know about that either.
It doesn't really matter where they came from, the internet. And
internet challenges.
We thought they were funny when other people did them, so they surely will be funny when we attempt to do them because we're not all that talented or graceful or
speak for yourself.
All the things.
But yeah, we tried to knock out a couple of these challenges. Hope you enjoy them. Check these out. This is the Giant Straw Challenge.
Well, that's what we're calling it anyway.
We don't know what it's called. We are supposed to be able to drink this Blue Hawaiian Punch with this straw. Oh man. Okay, are you ready, hun?
Not really.
I think you're gonna have to have a lot of force to get it going. Here we go. It went right in my throat. Right into my throat. It's pretty much one shot and then it's trash. You gotta do it.
I can't stop laughing.
Did you guys see that? Oh, be careful. Seriously. What do you think? Can I do it? Are you ready? Let's do it. That's a straw there. Here we go. Ready?
No.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Did you see how far far that went down? Watch this. Watch this. Don't die. Don't die. Watch how far this goes down.
In my nose.
It's one shot and it's done.
Don't do that. You'll drown.
That kind of works.
There's better ways to go.
Regular size straw. This is the wine glass challenge, but for us, it's the Blue Hawaiian Punch challenge.
In a goblet.
In a goblet.
Don't own any wine glass.
Yeah, so the goal is she's gonna pour this in my mouth over top of her head. So don't hurt your teeth here, honey, okay? All right, okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be a problem right here. I have a feeling. Okay, go. You have to go a lot more than that. Oh, this will go around your head. I didn't stand a chance at that. I didn't get any of that. I got it on my leg. You want to try it again? Here, try it again while you still have Okay, one more time.
So much on my head.
It was fine until you jerked on it.
Because I'm washing my hair today.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. You want to try it one more time? Or we can end it anywhere.
no, it's fine.
This is an impossible
Gross,
challenge.
Here we go.
Here we
though.
go.
Let's actually do one of these challenges properly.
I don't know if we can.
Here, you gotta talk to me.
Okay, go back slow, but the problem is, what if we need to lean back more?
I lost it.
We'll lean back a lot more? Lean back on it more. More. Don't look too much. Okay, a little more. That's a good head. More! Your head! Yeah. Wait, I was so close! I was so close!
I can't tip my head anymore.
I would have had it that time.
Unless I need to scoot forward more.
Maybe I should try.
Yeah. Okay, go. Lean your body back. Okay, tip it. That kind of worked. It's way easier to use your own hands. I don't know why you would do this.
My teeth.
Okay, so apparently in this challenge, girls are supposed to be able to do this and guys can't. Is that right? That's what they say. Okay, so head on the wall.
You go to the wall,
Feet on the wall, okay.
2 steps back,
2 steps back.
and put your head down on the wall.
Okay.
Slide a chair in. You're supposed to pick it up to your chest, and you're supposed to be able to stand up.
Oh, you can't move your feet. Stand up, honey.
Did I miss the wall?
She did that, not me. Okay, so let me see if I can do it.
It's hard.
Now this, if I did this, people would think I was a hero. But, so, head, forehead first.
No. You do your feet first. Get up against the wall. Step back.
I'm used to this.
Back. 1, 2. Put your feet together. Now bend over and put your head up against the wall.
Oh man. So,
Chair up to your chest.
this.
Yeah, stand up.
I gotta be able to do this. Why can't you do that? I don't like this one, this is stupid. Try again, honey.
Yeah.
Good job. Well, we hope you enjoyed those challenges. Those were kind of fun.
Yeah, it took me a while to get the blue Hawaiian punch washed out of my hair.
Yeah, I found a sticky patch on my leg way late that night. That was weird. It's like, why is it sticky? Oh yeah, punch down my leg. But it was cool how I could suck up that whole glass with that thing. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, you guys should definitely try some of these challenges and send us a video. I'm not gonna hold my breath because every week I've said that. Nobody's yet sent us a video.
Yeah.
But if you know.
You just got shamed.
Yeah. Let us down. Just kidding.
What a letdown. Hey, we're glad you are here with us tonight. And we hope you enjoy the rest.
See ya.
We'll see ya. Let me introduce you to our summer intern. This is Katie Dahl. She'll be with us all summer. I was originally planning to take a sabbatical this summer for 7 weeks. So essentially that means that the church is going to kick me out and I got to be somewhere else. But that's not going to happen due to a pandemic of all things. And so we'll push that off to some other time. But Katie is still going to get to be with us as our intern, which we are pumped about. So Katie, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
So I am from Oski, as he said. I graduated from Oskaloosa High School, and I go to Mount Vernon Nazarene University. I'm studying educational ministry.
Yeah.
So I plan to work in full-time ministry in some aspect when I graduate. I enjoy hanging out with my family and my friends and drinking coffee. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you were part of our youth group for a long time. Tell me just off the top of your head, your favorite youth group memory.
So there's a lot of them, but most of my good memories from youth group happened outside of youth group and with the people that I got to meet. So we would go to McDonald's after every youth group and hang out for a couple of hours. And that was always good bonding time with them, and just lots of good memories came from that.
Yeah, those were good times. What are you looking forward to most this summer?
Yeah, so I am looking forward to getting to know you guys. I have been blessed with growing up here and around you guys, but I don't know all of you as well as I used to, or maybe not at all. So I'm excited to get to work closely with you guys this summer.
Yeah, that'll be really good. I hope we get back to normal ministry soon.
Hopefully.
Get to see some people soon. It'll be a different internship if we just have to sit behind a computer screen all year. But we're looking forward to getting back to seeing you, and we're glad Katie's with us. This game is called Screaming Goat or Fainting Goat. Here's how this game works. You'll have 5 seconds to guess if this goat is going to be screaming or fainting. It's really simple, but it's a really fast-paced game. There's not going to be time for you to enter it on the chat. Just keep track in your mind how many you got, and tell me at the end how many you got correct. But it's pretty fast-paced. So here's a practice round. It's as easy as that. Now, this is for realsy. Let's go. Oh man.
So noisy. No kidding. The ones
Come on, buddy. Scoot. And there he goes.
Ricky.
Hi Anthem. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Dawn, also known as Pastor Darren's wife, probably better known as Tommy's mom. You know, the last couple months have just been crazy, and I know that it's been a stressful time and there's lots of anxiety and, you know, things about school and jobs and finances and what's going to happen in the future. It's stressful. And, you know, I was reminded in scripture that God knows the number of hairs on our head. Now, that may not be impressive if you're Pastor Darren or Pastor Dan or even Pastor Andy if you don't count that beard thing. But if you think about, for most of us, that's crazy. And if you're like me, it's just not a one count and done. Every time I brush my hair, it changes. How many hairs are on my head? And God knows that. And you would say, well, what does that matter? Well, I don't know that it does. But He cares that much about you that He knows. So if He knows how many hairs are on your head, He knows every other detail about you and your life. You know, this COVID-19 did not take God by surprise. He knew about it all along. He's not up there worried. He's not trying to figure out what to do. He's got this. And so next time when you're worried about what's going on in your life and your family's lives and the future, go ahead and start counting the hairs on your head and see how far you get before you lose count or just go crazy insane. And just remember that if God's got that number for you, He's got everything else taken care of because He's got you and He loves you. And I love you too. And I miss you all so much, and I cannot wait until we're back together. I hope you guys have a great week.
So, when you don't know how to do something, how to fix something, or how something works, what do? Ask a teacher? Ask your parents? Ask your friends? Ask someone you really know and trust? No! You go to the internet and ask some randos. But I'm not talking about creeps here. I hope. No, I mean the people of the internet! You know, those people who make how-to videos. Because chances are, if you're trying to figure out something, someone on the internet has already figured it out for you. Things like, how do I unsend a text? No. How do I do a winged eyeliner? How do I get rid of the zit by Friday night? How do I get out of gym class? How do I screen cap Snapchat without getting caught? They'll never know. But then there are things in life that don't have an easy fix, that don't have a simple solution, that don't have a how-to video. Things like what to do when you have problems with family, or when it seems like you have no control in your life, or what to do when someone has done something to you. I mean, clearly, they gotta go. The truth is, there's a lot of life that doesn't have a solution you can just find online. So how do you know what to do when you don't know what to do?
In this season of life that we're in, we're all staying home a bit more than we expected. We are eating all of our meals at home. We're doing all of our schooling from home. We're worshiping on Sundays and with our families within the walls of our own house. And because of this, it's become essential for me to leave the house and go on a drive, or maybe go through a drive-thru and get some iced coffee or ice cream somewhere, something to just get me out of the house and clear my head for just a minute. But because of this, I have found that I have not been the best version of myself during this quarantine, especially while I'm at home. And whether it's because I'm throwing a pity party about not getting to finish my semester on campus, or missing my friends that are at least 10 hours away. Maybe I'm just missing my classes and my professors and my peers and that style of learning. But no matter what it is, it's really affected the way that I live my life at home. It's affected my attitude. And I'm wondering if you're feeling the same way. I wonder if your attitude maybe about this quarantine, or maybe just your attitude in general, is affecting the way that you live your life at home. And I'm wondering if it's affecting the relationships within your household. Or are you even taking the time to notice if it's affecting it, to take yourself out of the center and look at how this is affecting your attitude, and everything you're doing is affecting those around you. Do you ever feel like the person that you are at home isn't quite the same person that you are everywhere else? I assume we're all kind of like that. The attitude that we have, maybe the mannerisms that we do, it's all slightly different because when we're at home, we're comfortable and we're the most real version of ourselves. And I know that you all do weird things when you're at home. I know that I do weird things at home when I'm at home. I texted a couple of my friends and asked just like a few examples of things that they do inside their house that they would never dream of doing outside their house. Some answers that I got were they pick wedgies, they eat messy foods, they eat messily, maybe without napkins or silverware. They're just less aware of things like that. They sing loud, they sing in the shower, they sing while they're cooking. They're just weird, and they're just themselves when they're at home. And I'm sure these things we've all done. We do them daily, or we have at least done them before. But besides common manners or public etiquette, why do we act in two completely different ways when we're at home than when we're, depending on where we are, whether we're at home or whether we're on the outside, we're acting in two different ways. And I think that when we're living at home, we're living in our own world. We have the mindset that this is our world, and those around us, those living in our home with us, are living in our world. They're here to adhere to the mentality that I'm the one that matters and that I'm the one that is in charge of this world, could you say. But we don't have this mindset everywhere we go, because we can't have this mindset when we go to school. We don't expect the people at school to adhere to us being the center of the universe in that instance. We understand that there's people there who live separate lives than us, and to live life together and in community, we have to understand that we're not the center of the universe. And even if I do give attitude when I am at school, it's not quite to the extent that I would give at home. I'm not going to talk to my teachers as I do when I'm frustrated with my parents. It's two different things because we understand that we're not the center of attention. However, no matter the situation, we're asking ourselves, how does this affect me? And when that's the question that we're asking, we are changing our lens. How we view the world is through this lens of, I'm important, and how is what they're doing, how is what they're saying affecting me personally? And if everybody's asking themselves the same question, when are we going to find common ground? How are you going to come to a conclusion on that? And the question is, what do you do about it? What do you do when things are tough at home, when the stakes are high and tension is rising, and what do you do when you know you're part of the reason? The reason that things are hard at home right now. But you don't know what to do. What do you do? So you don't need to tell me that family is hard, because we all understand. It's not new. Your family drama isn't completely unique to you. It's been happening for thousands of years. And over the next couple weeks, we're going to be talking about Joseph. And he is one of the most famous people in the first half of the history of the Bible. And Joseph, like many of us, finds himself in all kinds of situations where he just doesn't know what to do. Read Genesis 37, 3 through 11 with me. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons, because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak a kind word to him. Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, "Listen to this dream I had. We were building sheaves of grain out in the field, and suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." His brothers said to him, "Do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us?" And they hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. "Listen," he said, "I had another dream, and this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." When he told his father as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down to the ground before you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. We just read about how Jacob made this ornate robe for Joseph to show his favoritism. It was a physical reminder of his love for him. But he didn't give it to the rest of the boys. He just gave it to Joseph. And the brothers were angry about it. They despised Joseph for that. And right after this, Joseph shares a dream with his family that he had. And this dream wasn't a ninja fighting action movie type of dream that everybody had to know about. This dream was sending a pretty clear message to his family. And the message was, "Hey guys, listen to this. So, I know that I'm going to rule over you someday. I'm going to be more powerful than you. And when that day comes, you're going to worship me." Imagine the tension in the room. Maybe he was too ignorant to know that his family wasn't going to take that message very well. Whether it was true or not, it's a hard message to take, especially coming from the youngest favorite brother. But either it was because he was ignorant or the fact that he was the favorite of his father, maybe that got to his head and he felt invincible. I don't know, but either way the tension was there. It was evident. So there was one dad, 4 moms, and a dozen boys, and now the favorite son is going around telling everybody that he's going to be worshipped one day. Why would he do that? Joseph in this story was behaving like we all do. We're hyper aware of how we're being treated within our families, and we're not really aware of how that's affecting everybody else. And Joseph's family was the same way. All Joseph's brothers could think about was how they were being affected and how this whole situation was unfair and unjust to them. And I'm almost positive at some point that we've been each one of these characters. We've either been Joseph, where we're the favorite, we're kind of high up, and we're not aware of how our actions and what we're saying and doing is affecting those around us. We've all been the dad where we've caused some kind of tension, or we've said something, maybe we thought it was true, but we shouldn't have said it. We've all been the brothers where we feel like we're being mistreated, and we let our pride rule our decisions and ultimately ruin relationships. And the truth is that these verses are more than just some strange dreams and a coat. We are still reading this story today for a reason. It shows us that families have always been complicated. It teaches us to pay attention to how our actions are affecting those around us. And it reminds us that tension left unresolved
doesn't just go away. And it ultimately can escalate into something bigger. And we're going to see how that happens in the story of Joseph. And what could everyone in the family could have done differently was Joseph could have started seeing himself as part of a family unit and not just an individual. The dad could have recognized his favoritism and how it was affecting his family as a whole. And the brothers could have chilled out for just a second and held back on the grudges and the gossip and not blamed Joseph so much for this. Everybody could have ignored Joseph's dream and not allowed their insecurity to rule them. And Joseph's family isn't all that different from our own. His family drama isn't unique just to him. We understand the idea and we understand what happens in the context of this. We all play a role in our family. And whether you're the favorite, the angry, the firstborn, the lastborn, or the quiet one, we all have our role. But you can also decide what your role is. No matter what role you grew up with, you can change that. You can seek Christ's likeness, and that can change the dynamic of your family. Paul writes to the church in Philippi about how to function as a close-knit group of people or a family. And Philippians 2:3-8 says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross." So how do you apply this to life in your own house? I think you need to begin by paying attention to the language that you use with yourself and how you view yourself, because ultimately how other people view you is going to be stemmed off of how you view yourself and how you talk about yourself with others. So instead of seeing yourself as the angry one or seeing yourself as the mess up that can't do anything right, you need to see yourself as God sees you and have grace with you, because you're human, you're imperfect, but have grace with yourself. And God doesn't call you the mess up kid. He doesn't call you the angry one. God looks at you and he calls you beloved. He calls you child, friend, redeemed, forgiven. He calls you chosen. And there are so many more. But see yourself as God sees you and use that language with yourself instead of negative terms. You also need to invite someone in, someone older, someone wiser. Invite someone in to speak into your family life. Having this person there to stand on the outside and speak into that situation is so helpful. And this is one reason that we love small groups. It gives you the opportunity to surround yourself with people, but importantly, it surrounds yourself with adults who can speak into your life and help you figure out what to do when you don't know quite how to do it. If everyone paid attention to how they were affecting those around them, then our relationships would be immensely different in our home. What would that do to the overall atmosphere of your house? And I hope you take time to really think about this and allow God and allow someone wiser to speak into your home life. This time of excess amounts of being at home can be hard, I get it. But it can also hold some really incredible memories if you are actively aware of how you're acting and the words that you're saying affects those around you. My challenge to you this week is to take Philippians 2:3-8 and try to apply a piece of it to your life. The verses lay out how we should be seeking Christ's likeness in our life, and it gives us a beautiful picture of what this looks like. So read through this passage multiple times this week and allow God to speak through it. My prayer for you is that you stop asking yourself, how is this affecting me? And you start asking yourself, how is this affecting those around me? Would you pray with me? Dear Jesus, Lord, I thank you for this time that we get to just read the story of Joseph and see maybe how he wasn't quite the perfect human. Lord, we understand the Bible is made up of stories of people who are seeking after you, and yes, they mess up, but we all do, Lord. And I pray that you help apply this to our individual lives, and that in this time of quarantine and even past, Lord, that our attitudes towards those we love, even though it's easy to get frustrated and it's easy to lose sight of the fact that we're a unit, that we're shooting for the same goal. But Lord, I pray that you bless our families, bless the community that comes from those. Lord, thank you so much for this time that we get to spend separate but together tonight. And I pray that as we go from this place, Lord, that everything we say and everything we do glorifies you. We love you. Amen.
So pretty. Yes.
Oh, down. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Oh, who's calling me? My sister.
Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Are you kidding me? I need a haircut. My eyes today. That's probably why I have a headache.
That's a good look for you. You should do that.
Okay.
$59.
59 days. Almost 2 months. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Does my mouth look crazy when I do that?
Yeah, that was weird. Don't do it again.
One more time.
No. Don't do it.
Okay. How's my beard look? It's getting long, isn't it? It's starting to get that texture to it, like when you feel it. It's like it's its own entity, you know? It's like if you'd put on a face shield or something. It's like you feel it. Anyways. 3, 2, 1, smile. It's infringing upon my rights. Say that for another podcast.
Yeah. Let's not go down that rabbit trail.
You'll get me stuck on that rabbit trail for a while. So here is the pizza picker for this week. Oh, it's not. I fooled you guys because it's actually here. Joke's on you.
You said, what do you miss most, Linz? And then you told us what you miss most, and then you moved on. That's why I was laughing. I was like, I guess we're not going to talk about what I miss.
Oh.
What do you miss most during this quarantine? Well, here's what I miss.
Forget about what you miss. Let's move to what's really important. What I miss. Okay, we'll have to start over. But I don't have
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.